Some people look completely normal. They smile, they work, they build families, but inside they're stuck. Stuck in a traumatic moment from the past, a sound, a smell, a small image, and suddenly they are back there, as if it's happening right now. They live with constant anxiety, sleep problems, nightmares, anger, guilt, or emotion distance from the people they love. What the world sees as a normal life is often just a mask. Two soldiers fight side by side on the same battlefield. Same sounds, same sights, same danger. The battle ends. Both go home. One moves on. The other comes back only physically. Inside, the war never ended. At night, his mind replays it like a broken record. This is not new. 3,000 years ago, Homer described the warriors who carried the war inside them. Long before the word trauma existed, only after the Vietnam War, we gave it a name, PTSD. But here's the real question. If two people experience the same event, why does only one break? That question changed my life. PTSD does not start with a life-threatening event. That event is only a trigger. The real roots are older. They come from early emotion wounds, fear, humiliation, violence, helplessness. As children, the survival brain marks this emotion as danger and stores them in the deep subconscious. So later in life, when a powerful trigger appears, the brain does not ask, am I safe now? It simply reacts, freeze, panic, hyperalertness, flashbacks. That's why trauma feels like it returns. But it doesn't. The body is replaying old programming. So PTSD is not a weakness, a brain defect, or a chemical imbalance. It is a stuck survival response. And what is stuck can be released. My name is Jacob Shekrel. I'm a mental strategist and clinical hypnotherapist. In 2017, I developed a method called the process. It works on one simple idea. Adult symptoms are driven by early emotion wounds stored in the subconscious. While conventional treatments manage symptoms, this work goes to the root. The medical system often says PTSD cannot be cured. So people are giving medication, drugs that don't heal, they numb. They help people survive, but not truly live. Because the system treats symptoms, not the source. Hypnosis is not magic. It's not loss of control. It's a precise way to reach the layers where trauma is stored. Think of it like this. If you have a nail in your shoe, you can learn to tolerate the pain, or you can remove the nail. When the root is released, the trigger loses power. The nervous system calms, the mind resets. Years ago, I met a former soldier with severe PTSD. Every night, his mind replayed the sounds of war. I offered a short hypnosis session. The next day, he called me and said, for the first time since the war, I slept in silence. That moment changed everything for me. There is one more thing we must talk about: prevention. PTSD does not appear in one moment. It grows for years inside an emotional system shaped in childhood. This means something important. PTSD is not destiny. When emotional wounds are addressed early, resilience can be built. Trauma can be prevented. We live in a do-it-yourself culture. That works for furniture, not for deep trauma. When survival mode is active, we cannot see ourselves clearly. True healing requires help from the outside. So let me be clear. PTSD is not a life sentence. It is not something you must live with forever. It is an unresolved emotional injury. And when the root is healed, life returns. The real question is not, is healing possible? It is. The real question is, when will you take the first step?